Hey there, folks. I'm Dave Holmes. Welcome to International Waters, the transatlantic panel show that pits American and British comedians against each other in a pop culture battle royale. We're doing things a tiny bit differently on this show. This is where I would write an intro, but I don't feel like it. There's so much talent in this room, I just want to dive right in. Folks, you're listening to International Waters. Playing for the country that is one referendum away from being a virgin rusty nail, by which I mean there will be no scotch, from Tracy Ullman's show, Krakenori, and International Waters, she's Sarah Morgan.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You really say ahoy, hoy in real life?
No, we don't, but I love pretending we do.
Oh, well, that shit works. It feels so natural coming out of your mouth. What's new with you? What are you doing in our country?
Oh, just, taking meetings, getting bottles of water, the usual. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm in LA.
Mm-hmm. Are you ever going to come and stay?
Oh, well, was that an invite?
Maybe.
Sure, okay. I'll take your spare room.
Okay,
lovely.
Explain your outfit to me right now. What is your T-shirt?
My T-shirt is it says Teenage Wolfpack. I'm I'm staying with the director Alice Lowe, and this morning I showed her my outfit and I said, does this look all right, or do I look like a sort of pound shop Kristen Stewart? Yeah. And she said yes. Meaning both. Yes, both. I look fine and I look like a pound shop Kristen Stewart. 99-cent store, auto-translate.
I did not understand one of those words.
I know, right? I know.
Did you understand Kristen Stewart?
A low-rent Christian Stewart.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. We can afford you.
Braces plus fours and a quiff, basically, for the listener at home.
And a quiff is what?
Oh, what? This is not called a quiff here.
No.
Like Morrissey hair.
No. Yeah.
Like Morrissey's hair or crybaby hair. What would you call that here?
Vegan.
A pompadour?
Vegan.
A pompadour.
Maybe?
I love it.
Yeah.
You have such better words.
A quiff is uncomfortably close to something that it is most assuredly
Don't use
not.
that.
Okay.
Don't use that word over here.
We call it a fanny butt, which is that's a different
Moving
word
on!
too.
Yeah.
Also playing for the UK, it's his second time around here in International Waters. He is new to the States. He's from the Carl and Chris comedy podcast. He's Chris Martin.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just moved here. It's nice.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Happy to have you.
LA's nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing so far?
The amount of psychics and Brussels sprouts available.
Yeah.
So many Brussels sprouts, mate.
Yeah?
Like you guys, like in the UK, Brussels sprouts are like a once-a-year thing you have to have. You guys are like, you've invented some sort of
I love them.
gold out of...
Yeah.
You guys are like, have you tried sauteing it with bacon?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That makes everything taste
We
good.
roast them.
I'll bet the psychics did not predict that.
No, they did not.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing they missed.
Exactly.
The Brussels
The rise of the
revolution.
sprout.
All right. Team UK, I need you to come up with a buzz-in word that you feel best represents your great nation at this particular moment in time.
Well, I think the only thing that our country has going for it at the moment is a particular viral clip. It's literally our only good export with the BBC toddler invasion viral clip, which is all I'm living for these days.
That is, I've watched that about 50 times.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
fantastic.
It's just like the whole world revealed to us all. We are all a man pretending our spare bedroom is an office with a map taped to the wall and like an air bed with books laid out like a desk, and then the kids come running in and we're all like, we are all this man. It's amazing. We're all pretending to be grown-ups. His name is Robert Kelly. Is that a buzz-in word?
Robert Kelly.
Kelly?
That sounds American, that name, but yeah. I think
He is American.
It is
I think.
American.
It was a BBC clip.
Can we take
is
an
a
American name?
Maybe just Beeb, like BBC.
Beeb.
Beeb, Auntie
The
Beeb, Auntie Beeb.
My
the
other
Beeb.
option was just going to be prefect badge because you don't have that word over here. I found that out many times on stage.
I don't know what that means.
It's very English. It's basically like if you're like a really good student in your school, you will become a prefect, which means you're like the right-hand man / right-hand person of the teacher, and you get a prefect badge. So it's almost like a brown nose, but more official, and you get a little separate room to hang out in. But you guys didn't know what that was, and I found that out to a lot of
We
people.
also don't have achievers really
do,
at school in
actually.
this country.
I know what prefect is.
Did you know what it was?
Well, I'm a Canadian, so I'm pretending to be an American.
We'll get to you,
So I have
Scott.
to pretend that I don't know these British terms.
We'll get to you.
Prefect? What the heck?
So what's it going to be? Beeb?
Beeb or
Or
prefect?
prefect badge?
I'm easy.
Should we go prefect?
Let's go prefect.
Go prefect.
Let's
By
be
the way,
top of the class, guys.
on that BBC video, how relieved were you that she was not a nanny?
Oh, so relieved. Because
Oh,
when
when
the
you
clip
found out she was
when the
white.
clip first came out, it said like guy interrupted by kids, nanny comes in. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's the only thing that's not amazing about this thing. And then
Yeah.
it was like, literally,
Okay.
my timeline on Facebook went, she's not the nanny.
Yeah.
5,000 times. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
the best.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I love
All right.
that family.
So prefect?
Yeah, let's
Prefect.
go prefect.
Weird. All right. Now, I mentioned we're doing things slightly differently this go round. So this is not quite Team America so much as it is Team North America.
Yes.
We're playing for a whole continent. Because
Oh,
we have a
okay.
Canadian
Yeah.
with us from Kids in the Hall, Scott Thompson.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
good. So you're North American.
I am, but I've just moved. I lived here for years, but I just moved back about 2.5 months ago. Yes, I felt the call.
And you got your boat back already?
Yeah. Oh, is it? Is it? Oh,
Yeah, you
damn.
just said it, yeah.
I got to get rid of it, but
Yeah.
my
You
accent
really
got
don't. It's
really
adorable.
thick again. I know, but I have to get American parts, so I have to learn how to speak American.
Are you here for pilot season?
Well, no, I've actually moved back down.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
moved back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you settle?
I'm in North Hollywood.
Mm.
Yeah, I love it there.
Me too.
Are you? Where are you?
I am.
How
I'm sort
boring
of near,
this is for people.
I know.
Where exactly?
I'm kind of by the Tommies off of Laurel
Oh, okay.
near Burbank.
Yeah, it's a great area.
It's fun.
I know.
I live in a highly Orthodox Jewish area.
Oh, really?
With no streetlights or sidewalks. So on Friday nights, families will just walk like 5 abreast in the middle of the road in dark suits. And I drive a
Really?
Prius that is silent. So I'm going to kill a family, is what I'm saying.
That's
yeah.
so Steve Bannon.
Yeah, but it's not going to be on purpose. It's not going to be on purpose. Thank you, Scott Thompson, for being here.
You're welcome.
Also here playing for Team North America, stand-up legend, Andy Kindler.
That usually implies I'm dead.
I
You're
thought
very
you were
much
saying
alive.
Stand up, legend, because you're squatting on the floor.
That's right.
How are you,
That's
Andy
the way
Kindler?
I deliver my comedy.
Yeah.
You know, the only way an American can walk around without getting beaten up now is with a Canadian. That's why I've chosen to play with Scott Thompson today. So that
We soften it.
Yeah.
what kind of North American are you? I'm somebody who has a Canadian friend.
Look, I got
all
a
right?
Canadian friend.
Just don't pin it on me.
So this is not your first time in this little sweat
This is not my
lodge?
first rodeo. This is not my first rodeo. I said on the questionnaire at my second rodeo when they asked me how many previous rodeos I've been to. That's straight from my act, folks. People say Andy's afraid to launch into prepared material, and I say to them, I never have a good comeback. But you know, I really thought this was. I'm not a bright man. Scott Thompson reminds me of
Oh,
that.
I can vouch for that.
But I thought this was going to be that they would be in
So did
England.
Yeah,
I.
England.
I
That is
did
often the
too.
case.
Yeah.
That is often the case.
I didn't
But
expect
pilot
them-
season brings a lot of Brits.
That also got me very depressed because I realized now I know I live in Los Angeles when I have no idea when it's pilot season.
Yeah.
I'm not coming here. I'm already here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go should there be any interest. How long am I here for? 30 years.
30 years.
So far.
Team US or Team North America, Team NA. What's your buzz-in word?
Well, I thought of, and I haven't discussed this with Scott, but I thought a fun way of describing our country now would be apocalypse. Wow.
Ooh.
But that might be too much.
No, I like it. I would respond to it.
Sure. That's a lot of words for a
It's
buzzword.
too much, too much.
But
Yeah.
I would hear the first couple syllables
We're
and then
screwed.
jump right on you.
What about
We're screwed. We're
Up here,
screwed.
right
Something
here.
like that. Screwed. Screwed.
Screwed? Screwed's good. Or wow. Couldn't we just do...
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very American.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, maybe
Really
we should
is.
own it. Let's own it.
Yeah,
We're
patent it.
Trumpsters.
Copyright it.
We're Trumpsters. Racism's not so bad, I heard. What's wrong with racism?
Why not racism? Let's have that as our buzzword.
Have you tried racism recently?
No, we started that stuff. We
Oh yeah, you guys. You
just
guys
Piggy
made it
stole it
prefect.
off us.
You made it prefect.
yeah.
Whoa. So is it racism versus prefect?
Racism versus prefect.
Yeah, racism. How about that?
Sure.
Racism.
Let's do it. Racism versus prefect. We're going to start the show with a little pop culture warm-up we like to call What's the Story? You get 2 points for correct answers, 1 point for answers that are wrong but funny. If you don't know what I mean by wrong but funny, just imagine that little girl who came trotting in the BBC dad's office in like 13 years when it's all washed up. And she's doing a little Baby Jane Hudson kind of a situation. Buzz in with your buzz-in words when you know the answer. Question number 1, in special set of skills news, Manchester United fans traveling to see their team play in the Europa League matches in the town of Rostov, Russia, were surprised to find a note containing detailed instructions for hotel guests finding themselves in what situation?
Racism.
Yeah.
Having to talk to Piers Morgan.
No. Can't accept it.
Prefect. finding the mattresses soggy from
No.
previous Trump-related prostitution
Gross.
alleged
No points.
allegations.
No.
There's a phrasing of that that's so much better. That's why I'm a writer, not a talker.
Prefects.
Yes.
Was it just telling themselves to just like hide in their rooms because they're going to get beaten up by loads of Russian people?
Oh, you're close. Close.
It's worrying that that's nearly the right answer rather than a joke.
How to get a wolf out of the bedroom?
Incorrect.
Racism.
The answer is kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
Yep. A note written in broken English informed guests that should they be kidnapped or held hostage by terrorists, they should not resist, they should comply with demands, and try to remember as many details about the people involved and any sounds they might hear if they're moved. While kidnapping, do not resist. Execute the initial orders of terrorists. It goes on and on.
I thought that was for
Yeah.
bears.
Yeah.
You lie
And
down,
it
Yeah.
works for bears,
Yeah.
too.
tend to be dead.
Bears and
To
Russians.
be fair, our football enthusiasts
Russian
generally,
bears.
Like a rubbish version of Taken, just like a fat Manchester United fan kidnapped.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's not coming looking for him
I mean,
afterwards.
listen, it's a weekly show now, so they'll get to that plot line at some point, won't they?
It's a weekly show.
It's a weekly show on NBC
Yes.
now, Taken.
That's my
Yeah,
TiVo
it's the origin
covered.
story.
Not to stereotype, but our football enthusiasts generally deserve that when they go abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you lost a couple, it wouldn't hurt you, right?
Exactly.
See, I thought Scott would be all over this, but I realized Canada doesn't do a football, right?
No.
No, you
It's
don't.
Canadian.
No, we do. We do.
Well, Canadian football,
Yeah.
but they don't do soccer. Do
Are you talking about soccer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, soccer's big.
Jermaine Defoe went to Canada to play.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
he's great. He
He
plays-
gave up after about
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
No, I think he was in the Blizzard,
nice.
Toronto Blizzard.
No one
got
tried
it.
to tackle him.
Nobody got it, but you can get a bonus point. Tell us the story of the best or worst travel advice you have ever received.
Prefect. On my honeymoon to Jamaica, we know someone who gave us a little tip to go. He gave us a discounted trip to Sandals, Jamaica. Have you ever been to Sandals? That is an adult. It's an adults only, all inclusive resort. And
Okay.
24 hours into the trip, I realised that adults only in Jamaica is code for swingers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which was weird. Like we were in a bar, and then I realised because when you get married, it's 3 days. You kind of think, "Am I off the market?" Turns out you're not off the market, guys. You're in a very different market, like the dark web of sexual encounters. We're in a bar, and this other couple we married 3 days. Were being really nice. They're being, "Oh, these guys are nice." And then they, my wife had stung her finger with a bee, and they started rubbing it, going, "Oh, that's a bad sting." And I went, "Oh, are you a doctor?" And he just looked at me and went, "No." And I went, "Okay, it's time to leave the bar then, mate." Swing it. I was.
So, when is it appropriate for a married couple to go to a swingers?
Give it a week.
That's
Give
April,
it at least a
5
week.
years?
Give it
Yeah,
at least a
okay.
week.
Okay.
3 days before you start trading people in,
3 days.
mixing people in like David Guetta. It's
Yeah.
weird.
That is the appropriate gift for the 5-year anniversary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not
Swinging.
3 days. Why get married?
Rubber. Isn't
Yeah.
it called rubber? Yeah, you get a condom on your fifth.
Racism.
Yes.
But first of all, that story turned me on. I don't know if that's bad or good.
I thought I saw you there. Actually.
I was getting very excited. But the worst travel advice, once it was a show was pitched to me, and this was the actual show. We go to the 7 countries that the United States, this was way before Trump. We go to the 7 countries that they say you should never travel to. It's too dangerous. And that's what that's the show. We go to these countries where you're not
That's a
supposed
great.
to go.
I think that's a great pitch.
Yeah, that you would do that.
Well,
you
in
would
fact,
do that.
That's funny you said it because I actually did pitch that years ago.
Yeah.
And it was called Do You Know Where You Can Get a Donkey? And it was sending me to the most dangerous parts of the world. And I had 3 goals. I had to find a donkey because I only could travel on a donkey because I wanted to make it because when you travel on a donkey, people think you're either funny or Jesus. So you're not coming.
So they're going to be kind to you either way.
And then the second thing was I had to get a good haircut. And then when I get the hair, the third thing was I had to find the funniest person in that country, usually war torn. And then by the end of the period together, we would do a show together. And then after I traveled to all these countries, I was going to do an international concert with all these comedians from the most war torn places of the world.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
nobody.
I know.
made
You
it.
see how bright. That's why. Well, first of all,
Really, I thought, yeah.
War Torn sounds like Rip Torn's brother. But I was going to say that that's how we know you're not Jewish. Jewish people would never put themselves in a position where they could get hurt. You're all ready to go for it.
But there's other ways to tell. My foreskin helps.
Yeah. And listen, every Friday night, I've got families full of Orthodox Jewish people putting themselves in terrible positions right in front of my Prius.
You could be a Shabbos goy.
I guess I could, yeah.
What's a Shabbos goy?
That's a fun thing.
It's a
like a righteous Jew, like a righteous Gentile.
yeah, it's a Gentile who hangs around, who Jewish people employ. I don't know if they employ, but they hang around to do the things they can't do on the Sabbath if you're Orthodox, like bring an elevator.
Uh-huh.
My understanding is you can't even ask the goy to do that. You just kind of have to suggest.
Yes.
Like, it sure is dark in here.
Yeah,
and then
passive
the goy
very
would go
passive.
like, "Oh,
Yes.
let me turn on the light," because
Jews
then it's
and-
their idea.
Is that
Jews
why
invented passive
Is
aggression.
that why goys are here? That's what I always wondered.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Points to everybody. All right, question number 2. This is the most American news story ever. 2 mothers got into an argument in Deer Park, Texas, after one of them noticed the other one speeding in a school zone. How did the speeding mother react to being yelled at for her driving?
She sped up.
Incorrect. You got to ring in.
Oh,
Scott Thompson,
racism!
we must have order in this room.
She sped up and hit the mother and her child so that she couldn't complain.
Nope.
Racism. I just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think America.
American.
Think America, would you? Prefect, gun. Did she get a gun?
She got a gun. She pulled a gun on her.
Why is all
Yeah.
these are joke answers that are becoming serious answers
Yeah.
by
Gun.
accident? She
Yeah,
just
that-
grabbed a gun.
Literally, welcome to America.
Jesus.
We're an awful, awful, terrible country.
Yeah.
But it's really
Don't be so
On the
hard
way,
on yourself.
and we're not doing well.
No.
But why are we here if you're so terrible?
sunny though. It's sunny here right now.
Yeah, the speeder pulled out a gun to tell the complainer to back off. No shots were actually fired.
Oh.
But the incident did result in a letter being sent home from school principal Lisa McLaughlin, which read, "We teach children the appropriate way to resolve conflicts. It's not unusual for there to be disagreements among students at our school, but we always encourage children to seek a peaceful end to the conflict."
Use a knife.
Use a
That's
knife.
the short form answer.
Use a
there.
knife. A good, helpful knife. Or some safety scissors. All right. Question number 3, Shamrock Shakedown News. We are recording this the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Wow.
So in honor of the holidays,
Topical.
yeah, very topical. In honor of the holiday the Americans stole from the Irish and drowned in green-dyed beers, we've got a leprechaun-themed story for you. Mark Jones, creator of the Leprechaun series of horror films that undid all the glory Warwick Davis earned from Willow and Star Wars, is suing a man for torpedoing his ability to make a new film combining the Leprechaun with what other more box office-friendly movie monster? He wanted to make a Leprechauns meet X movie. What was it?
X-Men.
No.
Nice.
good.
Leprechaun
is it
X-Men.
Marvel's
Wolverine.
Leprechaun?
Wolverine.
No.
Racism.
Wolverine.
Isn't it always the Joker now from Batman?
He's in a lot of stuff.
So it's
No.
is it a genre like a
Yeah.
type of people?
Yeah,
Racism.
like a type of
vampires.
vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires is correct.
Did he say
Yep.
racism? You forgot to say racism.
I said racism. Didn't
Okay,
I?
that's good.
You're on his
It's
team.
implied.
Yeah,
I'm
you
on
are.
his trying to get him.
You said it
It's
for
because
me.
you're Canadian. He's not fully on your team.
Yeah. All right. Jones claims that fraudulent actions taken by unlicensed lawyer Lance Thompson led to the loss of funding for the hybrid horror movie titled VampireCon. Vampiricon? Who fucking cares? About a leprechaun that gets bit by a vampire, becomes one, and then goes direct to video.
Lance Thompson is Scott Thompson's porn name.
That is my porn name.
We're in a building that a lot of porn is shot in, by the way. You can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
Like, great
That's right.
views.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
Views.
Yeah, it's
And
kinda
this
Is that
gorgeous.
what you're looking at in porn? The views.
Yeah.
It's a great view.
You want
it's
a
my
nice
favourite
backdrop.
porn.
You want a nice backdrop.
Enjoy the views.
Is there a porn cast in here at all? Do porn stars do podcasts?
They
porn
should.
cast.
They really
I
has
bet
to
they
be.
do.
Like just talk dirty?
There has to be.
a
would
lot
like
of
that.
scatter chlamydia
Scatter
throughout the
chlamydia?
morning? It's like a porn cast.
Scattered chlamydia.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like also like a weather report.
Yeah.
Scattered chlamydia coming in, a little bit of fog.
Okay.
That's my porn name.
So I knew a guy, like a friend of a friend, who,
yes.
who, like,
Yeah.
we met, like we.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we know who you mean.
Friend of
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah.
sure,
All right.
yeah.
Maeve Romes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know who you're
I
talking
swear
about.
it's
mate.
not
I
me.
love Maeve.
I swear it's not me.
Hey,
Nobody
don't-
will
Also, your porn star
pay
name.
me to take my clothes off. But I did meet a guy who was the roommate of a friend of mine, and he had like we got drunk together, and he told me like about 9 months ago he was doing sound on a porn set, and the director like. You know, it's an age-old story. The director was like, "I would like to see your dick. Like, have you ever thought about being on camera?" The dick
All
was
about
impressive.
Eve. I love it.
Yeah. And so he was like, "Yeah." So about 9 months ago, I started acting in adult films. And I was like, "Oh my god, you've been doing it for not
But
quite a year."
what about the sound? Were they silent?
Yeah, no, they had to fucking
It's not
record.
the artist.
That it-
That's what I worry about.
So he'd been in the business for just around 9 months, and I was like, "Well, so how many films have you done?" He was like, 250.
Oh,
Literally
wow.
250.
250 in
films.
9 months.
Yeah.
It's one-
You can do many in a day.
one a day.
Yeah. Dude is talented. Okay, hashtag Monster Mash for a bonus point. Give us your best Sharknado-style monster hybrids using fictional or real-life monsters, like Son of Trumpenstein or the Walking Kellyanne Conway, or better ones.
Prefects.
Yes.
The Putinator, which is sort of either just Putin as he normally is,
Right.
or Putin inside a robotic body that is designed like Trump.
Okay.
He's inside. See,
interesting.
he's behind Trump, guys.
Okay.
That's what I'm implying.
I get that.
He
I get
runs
that.
Trump.
Love it.
I see.
This place is now Russia. Yeah.
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 Prefect.
Yes.
An American Werewolf and Piers Morgan,
Yes, please. Tell
which
me
we'd
more.
like to see.
Yes.
No, that's it.
Are you just,
Just
so he's
imagine.
in him? So Piers Morgan is getting fucked by
It's
an
getting
American.
penetrated by an American wolf.
Well,
which
and
he
he's,
would like
he's
because it's
tweeting.
American.
He's tweeting while
He's
it's
live
happening.
tweeting.
Tweeting
Racist.
sexist stuff.
Yeah.
Racism.
Yeah.
Wow. I like
Donald
that.
Trump as a circus peanut. I don't really understand the game that we're doing.
I don't quite either.
He's a circus? He's half circus peanut, half Donald Trump.
I mean, I'll give you a point for that.
Yeah, and he attacks people with sweet racism.
Oh, okay. Sweet tea. Like, is that like sweet tea as opposed to
Sweet
like
tea,
regular
yeah,
tea?
exactly.
I don't quite get the game either, but Hunger Pangs games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunger Pangs
Hey,
games.
that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
But they're not actually starving
Yeah.
out in the provinces, but they're just a little peckish.
Sure.
And the people in the
could use a snack.
the people in the big city, they got lots of food, and there is a lot of food, but not.
Yeah.
They don't have
They
no
would like
dessert.
a-
There's
they
no
would like
dessert.
Yeah. They would like a quick charcuterie course.
Yes.
We should bill ourselves as the slowest quiz show guests.
I think that's a
You know
great
what I'm saying?
idea.
We don't quite know what the game is.
quite know.
We're happy to be here,
Yeah.
and we hope
You're
you do
having
well.
fun.
Yeah. You're doing great. Chris,
I'm
you
hoping
know.
that someone's going to ask me to show my dick. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's in round 2.
That's the second
I don't want
Jewish
that
chick.
to happen again. Comedy for the 1980s.
Chris Martin's chomping at the bit.
What about Sean Spice rack of ribs? So Sean Spicer is already scary, but his head is on a rack of ribs.
Okay.
And I'm vegan, so that's
Oh.
doubly scary to me.
I see.
Does that work?
Oh, what about Sean Spicer of the Dead?
Sean
like the
Spicer.
zombie film Shaun of the Dead, but with Sean Spicer
Of the Dead.
just
That's
being
much better.
just Sean Spicer. We workshopped it
we
together.
did. We
We're a
workshopped
good
it.
team.
It's better than.
Yeah.
By the time this airs, he will be gone. Right?
Dead.
Will he?
No, not dead, but just
You think he'll be
shuffled
gone?
off. Yeah. I don't. He does not
so
have the
angry.
temperament for this job.
So angry.
He doesn't. He's not. He
He's
will
like
not last.
he's like a mum that's been given someone else's kids for the day, and he's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, I see the fear and the exasperation in his eyes, and I think he's got about 48 hours. Round 1 is over. The scores are as
Wow.
follows.
It's the longest round
UK's got
one.
6.
Bang, bang, back, boom.
Yep.
Only 10
UK's
more
got
rounds
6.
to go.
Get it out of you, Scott.
Oh, man,
UK's
my
got 6.
sinuses are killing
North
me.
America has 5. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right
Scott
back.
Thompson was
Did I blow off? I blow off camera, right? Off
Off
mic.
camera.
Off camera. It's all off camera.
It's
We're
all
good.
off
blow off
camera.
the camera.
It's the worst thing you can do in porn.
Oh.
Oh, save it for the podcast.
International Waters is supported in part by The Fall of the House of Sunshine, a serialized musical comedy podcast told weekly and written by award-winning playwright Jonathan Goldberg. It's about a children's show host named Brushy Sunshine who is murdered by bullets fired through a rip in the space-time continuum. Detective Dan Kent is tasked with solving the case. It's a super fun comedy. Each episode is about 15 minutes long. Each one contains 3 original songs. You can get it on iTunes, on Stitcher, on other podcast apps, or you can visit podmusical.com to learn more and to subscribe. You also get cast lists, you get lyrics, so you can do a little sing-along in your own living room, much more. That is The Fall of the House of Sunshine at podmusical.com.
I'm Allegra Ringo.
And I'm Renee Colbert, and we host a podcast called Can I Pet Your Dog?
Renee, can I tell you about a dog I met this week?
I wish that you would. In turn, though, can I tell you about a dog hero?
May I tell you about a dog breed in a segment I like to call Mutt Minute?
I would love that. Could we maybe talk about some dog tech?
Could we have some cool guests on, like Lin-Manuel Miranda, Nicole Byer, and Ann Wheaton?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I'm in.
You're on board? What do you say we do all of this and put it into a podcast?
Yeah, okay.
You think? All right. Should we call it, like, I don't know, Can I Pet Your Dog?
Sure.
All right. What do you say we put it on every Tuesday on Maximum Fun?
Or on iTunes.
What's
Sounds good to me.
Meeting's over.
Hey, welcome back. You're listening to International Waters. I am your host, Dave Holmes. With us playing for North America are Scott Thompson and Andy Kindler. Playing for the United Kingdom, Sarah Morgan and Chris Martin. Now it's time for a round we're calling Singing in the Rain. We're coming up on spring. It is time for guilt-induced house cleaning, allergenic pollens, and, of course, April showers. Although it's been raining for 2 months solid here in Los Angeles. That is why today we are bringing
how
you...
awful for you.
Yeah, sorry. It's a problem. 4 drops of rainfall and like, the ground swallows cars. We had sinkholes. All right. That's why today We're bringing you a round of questions about songs that continue to push the limits of falling water as an effective metaphor. No need to buzz in on this round. Team UK, question number 1 is just for you. Penned by Burt Bacharach and Hal David and recorded by B.J. Thomas, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head was the first American number 1 hit song of the 1970s. It has been covered a few times, most notably by the Manic Street Preachers, and there's a Yiddish version that was recorded by the Barry Sisters. Let's hear some of the original, non-Yiddish version.
You want us to sing?
No.
Is that what you want us to do?
No, I
They're
don't at
gonna
all.
play.
I can do it. I can do that whole song.
That is
I know
totally-
I know
that is
that whole
totally-
song.
I was not ready for
I
that.
can do it.
No, we're just going to
I
listen.
memorized that song when I was 10.
You guys, we're just going to listen.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
But I can sing along
Isn't
to
this
it.
gentle and nice?
I know what movie it's from, but that's not the question, right?
Well, it might be.
do
but
I.
the question's not for you.
Oh.
Would that be Butch Cassidy?
Don't say anything.
Did I ruin
You're giving them answers.
See, I'm working for
Well,
both masters.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the question.
It's so much more British than
The Queen commands you.
Yeah.
All right.
Commonwealth.
So there it was. It was number 1 in the U.S. charts, number 38 in the U.K. charts. It also won an Oscar for Best Original Song because it was written specifically to be used in what famous Western film that you might have just heard the name of 2 seconds
Scott.
ago?
I'll pull my cock out to distract them.
He must have been paid off before this. Quiz show scandal.
I can't believe I'm helping England win.
Take it, Chris. I can't possibly.
I think it was Butch Cassidy.
You heard the answer. I judges.
Full title.
the way it
Full
goes.
title.
And the Sundance Kid.
What
It was
is? You
Butch
didn't
Cassidy.
say what is.
What
We
is?
don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that here.
Scott's looking at me like I might actually really be mad.
I am.
I'm not talking to you.
All right, the B.J. Thomas version appears in that film during an extended sequence featuring Paul Newman performing bicycle stunts. Because why wouldn't you want that in your Western heist / vaguely implied polyamorous throuple film? That's hard to get out.
You're saying
Where's
they
the
were all
polyamorous?
having,
Christ.
they were
So
all
many
having
words.
sex with each
Yeah,
other?
what's the
I guess they
polyamorous
kind
thing?
of,
On
yeah, I guess
bikes?
that's sort of,
What?
yeah.
There's
I mean,
a
it's sort of
threesome-y
Who?
vibe,
What?
isn't there? To Butch
No.
Cassidy?
implied that they...
No,
Maybe it's just the
not.
word Butch.
I did see,
And I'm looking for it.
I did see a lot of
something
those
that's in my
guys
head.
in Sandals, Jamaica, to be fair. Actually, so.
There's a very sexy scene in that movie, but it wouldn't be so sexy.
Oh, when they jump
today.
off the cliff?
No, when Robert Redford comes in and he pretends to hold a gun to his wife's head, and then it turns out that he's not there to rape her or kill her. It's his husband.
No.
See?
Some sexy
Doesn't
voice.
sound good, the description.
Yeah.
Or
Doesn't sound
sexy.
good. But think of Robert Redford, not now.
Right.
Think of Robert Redford back then.
Okay.
And think of the beautiful lady.
Sure.
And it's a twist at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scott, Newman
Yeah.
or Redford?
Oh, for what?
For
Sex.
For sex,
Oh,
yeah.
Paul Newman, no question.
Absolutely,
Oh
right?
my God, Robert
gonna be with
Redford. I
us?
would never fuck
I'll
Robert
take that
Redford.
throuple, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Solid. Team US, this question is for you. Here is a clip from Britain's second favorite Here is a
What?
clip from Britain's second favorite ginger after Prince Harry, Adele. Question after the clip. So just listen.
After the clip.
After the clip.
What should we do to the clip? Listen?
Just listen to the
All
clip.
right, just listen to the clip.
Just listen to it.
All right, Scott, you got it?
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
give
gonna
out the
it-
answers.
Okay, what if I give it away to myself?
That's good.
Okay.
But there's a side to you that I never knew all the things you say they were never true in the games you play.
Okay, we've heard that
Okay.
enough times in our life.
Yeah.
That was Set Fire to the Rain, as you know. But for the point, Adele was in the news this week as she revealed in an interview she likes to get drunk and use a secret what? It has to do with social media, I will say.
Oh.
Account.
A what?
A secret social media account.
Of what particular kind?
Oh, I know.
Instagram.
No.
No.
She likes the she likes
Pinterest.
that, no, what's that one with the thing and the people? It's not
Telephone.
It's not breakdancing. It's come on, the people have their face skipjack.
Oh,
You
I
know,
know.
jab?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Jib Jab?
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. No, it's a Twitter. She has a secret Twitter account.
But it is a secret account, so I'm close. I mean, sort of.
Is
but I
it
mean,
not?
I also, the question was she has a secret account of what kind?
But we don't.
So I did
just
say
said
that.
his question
Twitter.
in your own
I'll
words.
go
it's
with
very
Twitter.
close in this room. It's,
Wait,
Andy, it is Twitter. You
but
do
she
get a
won't
point.
reveal
Sure.
her name, right?
She won't because it's secret.
She's like that Garth Brooks character, which
Yeah.
is so mysterious. He's got so many levels. I believe too.
Oh, did you ever see when it's
you
not Chris
see?
Gaines,
See?
when I get them so confused, when Garth Brooks joined Facebook, he recorded a little video.
Oh, I've seen. Oh my god.
God, we got to post it.
Oh,
on
it is
@IWPod.
really you think it's a gag
It's not.
because I'm really looking forward to.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own. So it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. Because it's just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
It's amazing. Like
Sounds amazing.
it's like he just discovered all of social media, and he's so fucking excited about it.
Alter ego.
How old
And
is
he
this
never
guy?
recorded
How old is
another
this
thing.
guy? I don't know.
He's Garth Brooks. He's probably 50ish now.
Okay,
He was-
I'm thinking of Garth Crooks, who is a ex-Tottenham football player.
Wait,
not
these
right.
are, come on, these are words.
Surely that's not real.
These are
Garth
words
Crooks,
that don't
Our
exist.
British listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Really.
Do you remember his name? His fake character? Chris something?
Gaines. Chris
Chris
Gaines.
Chris
Is this
Gaines.
Chris Gaines? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's all different with his music, right?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. He's a little bit Matchbox 20ish.
Oh, it's so amazing.
It's kinda
alter
dark.
egos should be illegal to be an alter ego.
Oh,
You should be
God.
imprisoned.
I think also didn't Garth Brooks host Saturday Night Live with musical guest Chris Gaines?
This is the. I've never been more nauseated in my life.
I love it. I'm turned on. Anyway, she has a secret
You feel
Twitter
strongly
account.
about that.
Oh, well, not as strongly as Lorne Michaels hiring a murderous dictator to host Saturday Night Live. That I think was the worst thing. Remember when
That's
Hitler?
his alter ego.
Remember when Hitler couldn't host because he had bunker issues on that one year?
But anyway, yeah, Twitter likes to go on. Adele likes to go on Twitter in disguise, and
I'm in love
get
with
drunk
Adele,
and
by the
abuse
way.
Celebrities. Who
My
isn't?
wife knows too.
Who
so
isn't?
everything's cool.
Let's move on. Team UK, this is for you. The song No Rain was one of the most enduring earworms of the 1990s. It was number 15 on VH1's Greatest One-Hit Wonders of All Time. And the music video is famous for its depiction of a lonely tap-dancing girl dressed as a bee. That was listed as number 83 out of the 100 greatest music videos of all time. Let's hear that song one more time.
Oh, I'm back at the indie disco.
The indie disco?
The indie disco.
What was the indie disco?
Well, just a generic term for any indie
Oh, I
disco,
gotcha.
like
Yeah,
a nightclub that plays indie music.
I see. Okay. This counts as indie music?
This would have done in the 90s.
Awesome.
The cavern. I'm trying to relate to British people. The cavern.
The Candy Club in Bristol.
Candy
How's
Club.
that?
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Team UK, name the band for whom that one hit was so very
Ooh.
successful.
This is you. I don't
What?
know anything about music.
God,
I know
you're
stuff.
you're
I don't know
like-
if you've noticed. I mainly know about ex-footballers and football
I'm
fans.
just noticing how young
you're
you
30
are
years
as
old.
well.
Just from my
I'm
face then.
just looking at your youth and beauty.
He's very young.
Born in '86. Is that okay?
Oh,
No.
my God.
No.
Okay.
I had
I mean, I wouldn't
failed. I had
boast about
failed at show business 4 times. 1986.
Who's the band?
It's Blind Melon.
It is Blind
Wow.
Melon.
That's great. That's great.
Yep, that single put that band on the map. Critics responded to their blend of alt and psychedelic rock. They were never, though, fully able to recover from the death of lead singer Shannon Hoon after an overdose in 1995. But the little girl seemed to have fun, right? Bass player lives down the street from me in North Hollywood. Don't mind telling you. Yeah, I'm dropping names.
That's a sad story. I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, that guy died.
Remember their album Crenshaw, Melon? All right, now look, everybody. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. But that's a placeholder. So if you guys edit in a joke later, make it ride the Blind Melon, Crenshaw Melon joke.
Team UX, question number 4 is for you. In 2014, a weather-related pop song made a splash on the British pop charts
Ooh.
when UKIP councillor David Sylvester released a statement blaming Britain's rainy weather on the legalization of same-sex marriage. What 1982 song did gay rights campaigners encourage British punters to buy in protest?
It's Raining Men.
It's Raining Men is
I'm sorry.
correct. Yep, here's the story. In 2014, UKIP councillor David Sylvester blamed an especially wet winter on then PM David Cameron's same-sex marriage bill. He said it is his fault that large swaths of the nation have been afflicted by storms and floods. This happened in the Old Testament. They were warned if they turned against God, there would be pestilence, there would be war, there would be disasters, and there would be, I guess, big puddles all across Kent. It's Raining Men hit number 21 in the British pop charts that same week when gay rights campaigners pledged money to AIDS charities if the song topped the charts. Speaking of Britain's favorite gingers, let's hear a clip of Jerry Halliwell's cover from 2001.
This is more my generation. Right now. Yeah.
I like this.
I hope Chris Evans gets a mention. Favourite ginger in the UK.
Is she a Spice Girl, Chris Hollowell?
She was.
Yeah.
See how smart I am? Thank you.
It's Jerry.
You're
Halliwell.
welcome. You're welcome.
It's Jerry. Halliwell.
Jerry. And now is she in the spin-off? There are 3 of them doing a spin-off, right?
What?
I
Yeah,
think
that's-
no.
What do you mean a
No?
spin-off?
I
Spin-off
think-
band or
Yeah.
they're
it's-
doing,
it's
a Take That Style
Scary
reunion.
and Baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I thought
Emma
Jerry.
Bunton's got a Radio 2 show that.
Yeah.
She doesn't need
Has
it.
anyone done an Old Spice joke yet? Because if you haven't, please take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for you.
That's
Do
my
that.
least favorite Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Old Spice. Good night, everybody.
Mine's
I'll
Sean
be at-
Spicer.
Yeah.
By the way, that song was written by Paul Schaefer.
I know,
who
right?
is about to be a guest on Bullseye.
That's right. He co-wrote it. Was I don't know who the co-writer
Yeah,
is.
he co-wrote it.
Why do I step on your parade?
That's okay. I don't mind it. That's
By
why
the
you're
way,
here.
what that guy said was true about the Bible,
About what?
the gay people. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you that
absolutely.
the British guy said it was true.
Well, I mean, listen. I like a little variety in my weather, right?
Absolutely.
I'm glad.
Let's sin and bring on the rains.
I'm glad gays make it rain in Britain.
Yeah.
It's good.
We were in a fucking drought. We need
Yeah.
that shit.
The lesbians weren't happy about the men raining. Not really.
No.
What about the Blade?
It's Raining Men is not really a gay song.
It's a gay
No.
song.
Not
No,
really.
no.
Well,
Well,
No,
that's like
it's actually about women.
that's like believing that Will and Grace would have gone, or those 2 people in that show would have gone out, right? I don't know what I'm saying. Didn't they have a? Who
You
did
really
they,
misunderstood
who
the
did
premise
they
of
go
the
out with? Who did they go?
Maybe they went with a
didn't go
myriad
out.
of guest stars. None of them
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a great show. It's
And
coming
in
back.
round 2. And
It's
round 2.
coming back.
Why are you attacking a show you've never seen?
That's what I do.
Is that your new thing?
That's what I do. I will make fun of things I haven't seen, or you get it for free.
Is that your cable plan?
Yeah, this is my cable.
All right. Team UK has 8 points. Team North America has 7.
Oh.
You better
I
step
would
it
love
up.
it if there were
Tight.
actual prizes. Wouldn't you love to get like
How
an
do you know
iPhone?
there
I
aren't?
love a prize.
And like an iPhone or something?
Nice swag bag.
You don't know
A
what's waiting for you
drone.
outside of this little sweat lodge. Thank you for being here. I've already called it a sweat lodge once. We will be right back with our final round after this.
I'm Barbara Gray. I'm Brandy Posey.
And I'm Tess Barker.
We're Lady to Lady. Do you want to sleep over in your ears?
Is that a friend in your pocket, or are you just podcast to see me?
We're a portable hangout you can bring to the gym, on the subway, or on an oil rig.
Seriously, we have listeners who do that.
Chill with us while we get high with Margaret Cho.
Talk showgirls with Katya from Drag Race.
And hear Broadway star Anthony Rapp sing Hamilton.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
That's Lady to Lady.
Can you keep a secret?
Neither can we.
Hey, welcome back. And so we go to our final round. Now, I know both teams have tried crazy hard. I've been seeing the beads of sweat collecting. On
Crazy Hard
all
is
4.
my porn name.
It's Jeff Bridges' porn
Not-
name, isn't it?
I am crazy hard. All right, and I want you to know it's been as useless as expecting closure from a podcast about reclusive fitness stars, because the winner of the final, although I'm listening to the shit out of Missing Richard Simmons, and I love it, the winner of the final round receives 1 million points.
Yeah, come on.
Gasp.
You fucking heard me.
Wow.
This round is a favorite of ours. It's called We Are the Champions. We're going to give you an aspect of our mutual cultures. You have to lay out why your country does it better than your opponents. With spring break looming high over colleges across the United States, and it just being a day of the week in the UK, drinking is at a fever pitch, and it's time for you to tell us why your country has the best drinking culture. Team US, because you're a little bit ahead. Are you a little bit ahead or a little bit behind? I
Behind.
forgot already. You're a little bit behind?
I think we're 1 point behind.
Team US, you're a little bit behind, and I'm assuming that Team UK needs more time to soak up their hangovers. You're not really Team US anyway. You're Team North America. You're
That's fine.
bolder. You're
I don't
grander
mind.
than that.
I don't mind being disguised.
I'm going to have you go first. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. You tell me about beer pong, red cups, Bud Light Lime-A-Rita, how AA meetings are the best places to see celebrities in Los Angeles. I got 2 minutes on the clock. Tell me why America is the best at drinking, starting now.
Okay, well, one of the things is that we're not a very bright country.
Right.
We're not very intelligent, and also we're not bright. And so the drinking is perfect for us. It just dulls your mind, and people, because we're not very bright, people think it's fun to put a ping pong ball and whatever the hell they do. And so nobody can do it. No one's more simple-minded than us. Nobody can do it better than us.
That's great.
And when
Simple.
when Americans vomit, they vomit up very brightly colored foodstuffs. So that's very good.
Yeah, and we listened to the song "Young Americans" by David Bowie, and we think somehow we think that justifies it. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
about
You
the
got
joke.
plenty
I
of time.
apologize
Oh,
for
Keep
that
going.
joke.
No, and then sometimes the food that they vomit up is neon.
Well, the thing
Like what?
Well, I mean candy, glowing globes,
Americans, nobody can make
lava lamps, things that people eat when they're on a bender.
Americans are good at making this sound.
That's right.
We're the best. We are
Go again.
I
Go
can't think
again.
of the number, but we're numbers. Stupid moronic.
We're number
nation.
first number, right?
Yeah. We're the first number.
First letter too.
Yeah.
That would be A.
Cool.
We're letter A.
That's right. You
Yeah.
limeys.
You take your Z and make it a Z. You limey
You limey.
bastard.
A non-drinking
Can't see me.
punter. What are they
Look
called?
up my neon flavor colored puke.
Stick it down your knickers. Elroy. That's not a British name. Elroy, is it?
Elroy, no, that's a cartoon
I just
name.
called someone a limey. I've never used that word before.
Oh,
So
I
racist.
called it American. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Go ahead.
American. I did get in a fight with an American producer once again. I called him a Yank.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
I've never in my life, and I said it with contempt and bile. You fucking Yank.
Yeah.
And there were Canadians around. They were thrilled, and they kind of gave me a silent clap. But I never. It felt really good. I'm sorry about that.
Listeners,
and I'm
that
really
hurt.
did betray the
Okay, your
team
time-
I'm supposed to be on.
Your time is up.
Wow.
American listeners, I'm sorry that the Y word was just thrown around
I did say
without
Yank.
without
I can't
any
stop
thoughts or
saying
feelings.
It's a great Hollywood word, too. Yank my chain and yank, oh, yeah, I had that meeting, he yanked me.
Yeah.
And...
Yanking
Okay,
me.
please cut that out. Okay, thanks.
Team UK, they cast a long shadow.
Yeah.
The pressure's on. Your beers are warm. Your most charming celebrities are drunks. You try to force the round system on the rest of the world, and your hangovers are so bad you had to invent black pudding to assuage them. But this is your chance to put it all out there and prove once and for all why British booze culture is the best in all the land. You've got 2 minutes, and that time starts right now.
It's not just the best in the UK. It's a necessity because we would not reproduce if it wasn't for alcohol. You guys are insane. People here meet people in the daytime and go, "Hey, do you want to go for coffee? What's wrong with you
They
people?
date. They go on dates.
What's wrong with
what
you?
What the fuck is that?
Get hammered. Have 9 pints and a shot of Jägermeister, and
near
then
someone at a party.
near someone. Just get nearer to them.
Yeah.
Get nearer to them so they can smell you, and then do a little dance, have a little snog. Get down tonight. That was the British version of that song you guys don't know about. And then you have
And
it
if
off,
yeah,
and then
if
you
wake-
forget about it.
If you wake up in the morning and you don't hate them, and then you just that's it. You just mate.
You
mate
guys,
for
what?
life.
You guys meet someone in the day, have sex, and remember it. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to not. You
All
don't
I
like-
know is you said the British version that we've never heard of. That right there disqualifies you. Your song, no one's even heard of it, and it's a drinking song of some type.
No, we need it. It's 2 words why it's better than in the UK. Bud Light. It's not even a thing.
Ugh.
You
Yeah,
can't even
that's true.
sell that. What is that? What
I
is that?
concede. It's awful.
An American guy told me once. He goes, it's like having sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water. And I thought that was a good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And he told me
That's a
that.
good American accent, too.
Thanks very much. It's because I'm not drunk. I can do it okay right now. Yeah, but he told me that. He told me that in a bar, and he was sober in a bar, which again sums up the point. Who goes to a bar and doesn't get hammered? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You guys have he ordered a coffee in a pub. What's wrong with you?
See, I respect that. I respect that.
I
because
respect
we're
that.
bringing civilization to you barbarians over there.
But actually, like alcohol is contributing to the fact that we have such a great infrastructure in our country. Like we have really good public transport
do.
in London
Yeah.
because we need to get pissed to talk to each
Yes,
other.
that's
and
very
that means
true.
we get the tube home.
Yeah.
They just drive drunk here.
I know.
Yeah,
but
that's
that's not
Your
true.
roads are right. Your roads are disgusting.
But they're so wide.
Very wide.
Nice
You can
wide
swerve.
roads.
You can sort of swerve back and forth on a drunk drive here.
You have Nigel Lafarge. We win.
That's not how you say his name.
Wait, how do you say his name?
All right, your time is up. Your time is up. What is it? It's
Nigel
Farage.
Farage.
But let's not. But
I
let's.
called him Lafarge.
Lafarge. You made him sound forward.
Oh, you made him sound foreign. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, he'd fucking hate that.
Yeah,
That's
he would
good.
hate that.
Nigel Farage.
My friend works with his son, and then his son has to just. How rubbish is that being his son? Just he got
your dad?
constantly getting your dad's an arsehole. Just like I'm just trying to do the spreadsheets.
Oh man.
Oh, these poor people. All right, let me mentally tally the scores here. You've both made solid points.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, you really have. But I didn't know that anyone was watching when I get too drunk and eat a lava lamp. So the points go to Team North America.
Yes.
You're the greatest continent in the world.
The only real continent.
It's an inside
You've tried
job.
the rest.
You've tried the rest. Now try the best. All right, now before we finish, do you guys have anything that you want to plug? And then to offset the ego karma, something that someone else did that you want the world to know about. Andy Kindler, we'll start with you.
Well, I have released my first speech that I ever did on Montreal, where at the Just for Laughs festival. I give a speech about what's wrong with comedy. So that just came out online. You can get it.
From what year?
1996.
What was wrong in 1996?
I offered $1 million for footage of Whoopi Goldberg being funny. I said that Jay Leno was in the Guinness Book of Records for going the longest period of time without an authentic moment. And more. And then I'd like to pitch Scott Thompson, who's an exciting young comedian who's starting to make some noise, and look for him. And I'm on Twitter. That's all. I'm only on Twitter.
Great. Scott Thompson, what you got?
I'm doing I have a series coming out on March 24th on Crave. It's not even available in the States. It's only available in Canada.
We have Canadian listeners.
You can stream it, I think.
Sure.
It's called What Would Sal Do? And it's about the second coming of Christ. I play a priest. It's sort of serious.
Is it another
It's
donkey-based thing? You got away. Another donkey-based pitch. You got away.
Yeah, no, I'm like the father. I found this kid that I think is the second coming. I'm very excited by it. I'm very proud of it. It's funny, but it's got a bit of a.
It's got some heart.
It's got some heart to it. I've never done that before. It's a little embarrassing. I have to look away even saying that.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, something someone else did.
Oh, I'm absolutely blown away by the final season of Girls.
Yeah.
I think it's just genius. I cannot believe how she got her groove back. It's just blowing me away.
All right.
So that's it.
Try Girls.
Yeah. Try Girls.
Girls.
Big Little Lies is a good show.
Oh, I love that
seen
too.
it.
It's
So
as good as the
great.
book. Yeah, it's very good.
The book was great.
Yeah, I love the book. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Chris Martin.
I guess for me, I do a podcast with Carl Donnelly called the Carl Donnelly and Chris Martin Comedy Podcast. It's available in all nations, as far as I'm aware, not just Canada.
Foundations.
Yeah. I was just a guest on
You
that.
were just a guest. You can listen to Dave talking on that about silly stuff. And what do I want to recommend? I watched Crashing, that Pete Holmes thing the other day. I really like that on HBO.
Yeah, that was
It's
great.
very funny. Very funny. If you're into comedy or not, it's still funny.
If you listen to the show and you can't afford HBO, you are shit out of luck.
Oh, is it? Do you have to pay? All right,
Everybody's
Is it too expensive for most people?
HBO things.
all right, Blink.
Depends on your priorities.
Blink, the book by Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
You can just probably steal that from someone.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Steal it from a library. If
Go
you
to the
want.
library. You never need to bring it back.
No, the fines are so small.
So tiny.
They're such tiny fines.
Tiny fines.
Tiny fines, mate.
Like
That's such a great name.
It's like they were 30 years ago. Come on.
Tiny
3 cents a
fines.
day. Come on.
Shit out.
They're just happy anyone's in there in this day and age.
Exactly. Yeah. I try with libraries, and it's kind of just homeless
You
people.
don't get shouted at where they can't. It's against the rules.
Right.
They just let you sneak out.
Yep. Sarah Morgan.
I'm going to forego plugging anything of my own because I'm just
you
I'm
shamed
just
us.
that
kind of
I've
deal.
got loads on. So I'm going to plug a podcast called Regular Features, which has John Blythe and Steve Hogarty, who did the show a couple of weeks
love
ago.
'em.
So they were great, and they do a podcast called Regular Features. It's just one of those white guys chatting podcasts, but for some reason,
White guys chat.
it's one of
This
those
is
white guys
almost one of
chatting
them.
What
ones.
does that mean?
This is nearly a white guys chatting
Racism.
podcast.
Racism.
Yeah.
But it just makes me honk like a goose. So it's one of my favourite, funniest things ever. So yeah, listen to that. Also, my friend Alice Lowe, who has also been on the show, has a film called Prevenge out in the US, and it's on Shudder, I think, the streaming network. It's a comedy horror about that she wrote, directed, and starred in when she was about 8 months pregnant, and it's about a pregnant woman going on a serial killing spree from the voices in her head, her baby telling her to kill. It's just fucking amazing, and she's so talented. I hate her a bit, so I'm channeling that into praise.
Very good.
Wow.
Go and
Very
see it. It's
good.
about it's amazing.
What a good use of your anger.
Yay! No, I love her. She's my friend.
Love it. Andy Kindler, Scott Thompson, Chris Martin, Sarah Morgan, thank you all for playing International Waters. You there with the headphones, thank you for listening. And we'll see you next time on International Waters. It's hard for me to say that.
Say it
We'll see you
again.
next time
Really
on
is.
International Waters. Goodbye.
Who won?
May all your waters be.
You did.
We won.
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh, may
I
all.
thought we just won that round.
No,
You want a million? You want a million? A
Yeah.
million points.
We're number. We used to be good.
You've been listening to International Waters with me, Dave Holmes. Playing were Scott Thompson, Andy Kindler, Sarah Morgan, and Chris Martin. Our theme music is USA vs. White Noise by Ladytron. Thank you to them for letting us use it. If you have not already left us a review on iTunes, please do it. It helps us get the word out to new listeners. And you know what? It just feels good. The show is a production of MaximumFun.org. The script was written by Riley Silverman, and our producers are Christian Duenas, Jennifer Marmer, and Laura Swisher.
Oh, I haven't
break
done
on
any
that.
hilarious Chris Martin
Yeah, okay.
slams yet.
Do one. Go.
Hey, were you in Maroon 5? I don't know anything about any of the groups. I don't know anything about groups.
I did actually ring up yesterday to get. I rung up a hairdresser's yesterday for Groupon, and I rung up and I said my name, and then I went, "I'm not the Chris Martin." She went, "Yeah, you're booking a haircut off Groupon. I can kind of tell." I was like, "Okay, fair play,
Okay,
fair
that's
play,
fair.
fair play."
I
to you
would
then.
That's
love
fair.
it if he booked his on Groupon.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.